sido desde tu punto de vista? Talk me through that one.
Pues la verdad que estaba más mentalizado en la posible defensa, en el posible contraataque de ellos, pero bueno, he visto el balón que caía y bueno, por suerte he podido empararla bien y que fuera portería.
He said, I was actually more focused on thinking about defending because they were on the counter, but then, well, the ball landed at my feet, I took a shot and it went in. What a goal that was. Y el segundo, vaya cabezazo, what a header that was, y gran pase de Leo Trossard también, what a ball from Leo.
Sí, la verdad que medio gol de Trossard y bueno, estaba por allí y bueno, la verdad que meter un gol de cabeza aquí en la Premier es difícil y contento por conseguirlo.
He said, yeah, it was a brilliant ball from Trossard. It's not easy scoring a goal in the Premier League, but yeah, it was a brilliant header. Y marcaste 2 goles en toda la temporada pasada con la Real Sociedad. You scored 2 goals all season last season with Real Sociedad y 2 hoy en un partido, 2 today in one game. Ni tan mal tu comienzo aquí, not bad start.
Sí, la verdad que es algo que tenía en mente, el mejorar en el aspecto goleador y bueno, la verdad que estoy empezando bien con estos goles.
He said it's something that I've been working on, really working hard to try and score more goals, which is why I'm so happy with my 2 goals today. Y la última vez que saliste en un once inicial con Marino y con Martin fue en 2020.
He moved £60 million and to fill Thomas Partey's role, you don't expect him to score many goals. He looks shocked himself that he scored 2 goals. And Alan's obviously sitting next to Alan, the goal machine. Us midfielders, if we can chip him with a couple of here and there, it's always great. But really pleased to see him smiling and enjoying it. And he's got now something to put in his house, which is great.
I'm not sure what's more impressive, 2 goals at Alex is the way she translates. Can we get her up to Newcastle so we can do an interview and Julie?
Player of the match. Trophy for Alex Ojo as well. Well,
It's an easy victory, it's what you want. You want to enjoy a player. Only thing, of course, is Ødegaard's injury, but the shots come in, strong serves. Well done.
was Madueke your man of the match?
For me, yeah, absolutely. I mean, talk about a player that asks questions every time he gets the ball. And that's what you want of wingers. Modern day football, where teams sit behind the ball, the space, the opportunities come in wide areas. I mean, just seeing the 2 new wide players for Arsenal.
And I think to get the best out of him, he's going to need early balls into the box. I highlighted at half-time, but when you have too many touches, perhaps. This is a great example of not doing that. Long ball over the top, one touch across from Eze. It's a great ball. It's screaming to say, just go on, get on the end of it, tap it in, and that's exactly what he did. It's, as I said, wonderful ball over the top. But the hardest part is again for the winger to put out the play for Gyokeres. First time ball, early ball. Thank you very much. That's exactly what he demands, and he will. If Arsenal continue to do that, they still didn't get the balance right, as I said at half-time in the first half, but I thought it was a little bit better in the second half. Calafiori as well with 1 or 2 early balls in, which perhaps because of the lack of understanding between teammates, but he'll get a shed load of goals if they keep on getting balls early.
And is that exactly what Arsenal were missing, especially last season?
Yeah, absolutely, number 9. I mean, lots of people had their go up there, Havertz, at times Marino, their Trossard as a false number 9 as well. So I think it wasn't rocket science that he needed a number 9, whether they could have get one, and they've got one now, and hopefully he can stay fit. He needs that service, and as I said before, them quick balls he makes the runs, as a good striker does. He can put them in back of the net, so a really good afternoon for Arsenal. I'm sure will be delighted with the performance, because Forest, again, a decent side, to get a win in the early kick-off is always a bonus for everybody, and then sit back now and watch the other games.
It feels like Alan, they just turned this really a little bit in the second half, and as I mentioned, the timing, 46 seconds after the break.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It was always going to be key to who got that next goal. And if Arsenal did as they did, we always felt that it was going to be not an easy afternoon, but they could take the foot off the gas, enjoy it a little bit more, pressure on. That's exactly what happened. If Forest had got that goal, it might have been slightly different. Forest didn't really threaten too much in the afternoon. I don't think anyone watched that match can say anything other than Arsenal played well and Arsenal deserved it.
Well, Viktor Gyökeres had the fewest touches of any Arsenal player in the first half. The second half, it took 46 seconds to score. Could have had a second.
Yeah, he could have done. And, he's getting in different areas. Here he is now. He's running the players, good pass out there. And this is good, overlapping. This is what you should do. That's on target. It's a goal. Exactly, because of the pace of the ball. Woodwork, save Forest there. That's what you want, you get a little bit of confidence, moving the ball quickly. And I'm sure if he can keep getting into positions, he will score goals all season.
So his interaction then with Madueke, who I think we've all agreed was
very
quite brilliant today.
Absolutely. I think he's really excellent. Always running at players. He's come off that England trip. A little bit of confidence as well. He's got that opportunity now. Saka's been injured, and now it's all about him, what he does now on the pitch, just stay in that team. And he certainly didn't let everybody down today. Zubimendi probably will get man of the match, but he was a close second.
Yeah, you've got Saka, Eze, Martinelli, Madueke, the options that Arsenal have got now in terms of all over the park actually, and they're going to need them at different stages of the season. Really positive from all of them.
Yes, some outstanding performances, much more so than Martin Ødegaard. I mean, we mentioned that it was his first ever goal from outside of the box, and a first time he scored 2 goals in a single league game. What a day for him! What a way to start this career.
Well, if it's the first one outside of the box, you'd say, well, why and how is it when you can hit them like that? Because that is it's a dream strike. It's the perfect strike. Not easy at all to get the connection, get the power, get the direction, all of those things. And you might be seeing him shoot times come this season if he can hit them like that, particularly on the volley.
Yeah, Gyokeres said he's not seen him do that in training. No one's seen him do it because it's the first time he scored from outside of the box, and quite difficult as Alan said, not just the technique, but because the box was so full, so many bodies in there.
All you got to do is get the technique right. That's the most important thing. And you've got bodies in front of you. He could have easily hit a body and got wide, but lucky enough, he had the pace on it and he had that little gap to get in the back of the net. And he'd be over the moon with that, because when you look back at that, he'd be that is a top class strike from a midfielder who really is known to be breaking the ball up and being efficient in that midfield. But if he pops up with 2 goals as well, it's an absolute big bonus for Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, you did focus a little bit on him in the build-up, telling us kind of how he breaks up the play, what he brings to the midfield. He didn't tell us he had that in his locker.
No, not at all. I mean, it's a little bit like Viktor when he scored 2 goals against Real Madrid from free kick. So, he's done exactly the same today. It's just a bonus sometimes when you get on the score sheet. And being in midfield, you just got to know your players who's around you. If you get a chance to get forward, then you do it a billion for you, simple as that. So after scoring those 2 goals, he might be saying, I want to get forward a little bit more.
The second goal was quite different then.
Yeah, it was very different. I mean, I just wonder whether this ball was for Declan Rice to hit first time, but because of the pace on it, he sort of has to adjust himself and take a touch. But at the end, they work it very well. Just there, that's why it may be him going to shoot, because you can see the 2 Arsenal players blocking the Forest defence to get to him. But he has the pace of mind, I think, to take the touch and then knock it out wide to Trossard. He then takes the touch and puts it broke. But the leap, I mean, we spoke about the great technique of his volley, but the leap there and the timing is also very, very difficult. And I know it takes a little deflection which might help it on its way, but for him to get in there and get the timing and everything right to do that was really impressive, and there's no doubt he'll be player of the match today.
Mikel Arteta said the additions of Viktor Gyökeres, Nottingham Forest and Eberechi Eze have added a different dimension to Arsenal's attack after all 3 players combined to help the Gunners to a comfortable 3-0 win over Nottingham Forest. Eze, on his full debut, set up Gyokeres for Arsenal's second goal just after half-time, while Madueke's corner was headed clear to Martin Zubimendi, who broke the deadlock with a superb volley from the edge of the box in the